Developing this morning, new information surrounding the investigation of Charlie Kirk's assassination and how suspected assassin Tyler Robinson was taken into custody. Investigators say Robinson's father drove him to surrender Thursday night with the help of a family friend. That friend alerted a retired detective who called Washington County Sheriff Nate Brooksby.
He calls me, hey, I can tell his voice is kind of shaky, so my first thought is, who died? Like, who's he going to tell me that died? And then I couldn't fathom what actually came out of his mouth. So he said, hey, I know who Charlie Kirk's shooter is. I know the family through religious association, and he's in Washington County now, and we're working on trying to get him to come in voluntarily. During that phone call, some information was provided about Tyler potentially having some suicidal ideations, was en route to a remote area of Washington County. The parents convinced him not to do that. My friend drove Tyler and his parents to my office, where he was greeted by plainclothes detectives. So that was part of the deal. Is Tyler knew it was just inevitable with all the law enforcement pressure that his picture in the news, the gun on the news. He knew it was inevitable that he would be caught.
Prosecutors will seek the death penalty against Robinson, who is facing 7 felony charges, including aggravated murder. Investigators say they have mounting evidence against Robinson, including DNA and ballistics. His family says the past few years he had become very angry and hateful against Christians and Christian principles, with a far-left political ideology that his transgender boyfriend also promoted.
From the nation's capital, this is the National News Desk, America's News Now. I'm Dee Dee Gatton, and the suspect in the assassination of Charlie Kirk appeared virtually from the Utah County Jail today. Tyler Robinson is facing these 7 charges, and prosecutors are pursuing the death penalty. Let's go straight to the National News Desk. Brian Schnee in Salt Lake City with us tonight. Brian, any late developments on when or if we may see federal charges?
Dee Dee, for the 6th day in a row, all eyes on the state of Utah. As you are very aware of those 7 charges, there is the opportunity for any sort of federal enhancement. However, nothing here on the ground has been confirmed. Jeff Gray, the Utah County attorney who you heard from, saying there is the opportunity after reviewing, quote, evidence and the law from federal agencies. Director Kash Patel, the FBI, was grilled talking about the investigation today. And President Donald Trump also weighing in about the possibility, saying it's not clear whether there will or not be federal charges at this point, in addition to any state charges that he's already facing.
Yeah, the DA received that question earlier, didn't provide a concrete answer, but a lot of time spent, Brian, on that text exchange, which was included in the charging documents. Share with us how the DA responded to the alleged interaction between Robinson and a roommate.
Well, the DA did take questions today. He was extremely limited with his responses. That included fielding questions about the text messages. When asked directly if they are confession in any way, he replied that the judge will determine if that is the case at a possible trial. But while the DA, Jeff Gray, did take some of those questions into account, he did not elaborate further beyond the 10-page charging document, which he shared publicly today in a court filing.
I also noticed during the news conference earlier, the DA didn't really answer if there were any suspects, anything on the ground to indicate the suspect may have had an accomplice.
Well, the FBI was grilled today, and they did say that they are investigating others who knew about Robinson's alleged action.
I'm Christine Frizzell in Washington, where we are seeing a new phase underway in the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination. While the state of Utah already filed charges against a suspect last week, the federal government could be looking to file charges as well, investigating every lead it comes across, including what some previously viewed as conspiracy theories. At the FBI, a quote, thorough and exhaustive investigation is now underway into the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson.
While the prime suspect is already in custody with murder charges filed against him last week, FBI Director Kash Patel says he wants to know more from those who knew or communicated with Tyler Robinson, including in online chats, like on the gaming app Discord.
What we're doing, we've already done, is serve legal process, not just on Discord, so that the information we gathered is sustained and held in a evidentiary posture that we could use in prosecution should it be decided to do so.
On the same day as Kirk's memorial service, FBI Director Patel vowing to meticulously investigate theories and questions, including the possibility of accomplices and hand gestures observed as potential signals near Charlie at the time of his assassination. Videos like this, from seconds before Kirk was shot, spreading like wildfire on social media. The FBI director saying he's looking into it. A somewhat unprecedented statement to make about an ongoing investigation by Patel, who early in the case wrongly posted about a suspect being in custody when they had the wrong guy. The state case already involves the potential for the death penalty, and now the Department of Justice may seek the same. Legal experts say as the case carries on, federal prosecutors will be far more focused on the suspect's intent.
Was he wanting to kill Charlie Kirk because of religious beliefs? Was it a hate crime based on religion? Was it based on antagonism towards his First Amendment rights to speak out to those students at that Utah campus?
Answers may come from those who communicated with the suspect in the days before and after the shooting, as questions pour in about whether anyone may have aided and abetted him in any way. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.